10. Lesson in Dark Power. Today we do something a bit different. Today we take a step into the dark side of power. See, true power isn't always clean or fair. No, it is more times than not ugly and downright dirty. But this is life, and in order to attain and maintain power, it is only right you explore the dark side. So let's dive deep into the top 10 laws of dark power. 10 dark laws of power in history. 1. Control through fear, how it worked. Fear keeps people obedient longer than affection. Example: Joseph Stalin maintained absolute power by executing rivals, purging the military, and running brutal labor camps. Even his closest allies were terrified to betray him. Fear prevented uprisings because no one knew who might be next. 2. Conceal your intentions, how it worked. Hidden motives create confusion and prevent counter-strikes. Example: Otto von Bismarck used deception and secret diplomacy to unify Germany under Prussian rule. Other European powers never saw his full plan until it was too late. Enemies thought they understood him, but he always had a move in reserve. 3. Exploit weakness, how it worked. Leaders prey on flaws to bend people into tools. Example: J. Edgar Hoover built dossiers of secrets on politicians, affairs, illegal activity, and used them to maintain his FBI control across decades. Their weaknesses became his leverage. 4. Divide and conquer, how it worked. If rivals stay divided, they can't unite against you. Example: British colonial rule in India encouraged divisions between Hindus and Muslims to weaken nationalist unity. By exploiting rivalries, Britain extended control over millions with relatively few troops. 5. Mask cruelty with charm, how it worked. Appear kind while planning cruelty. Example: Niccolò Machiavelli's writings praised rulers who showed mercy in public while ruthlessly eliminating threats in secret. Mob bosses like Al Capone opened soup kitchens during the Great Depression to look generous, even as he ran violent operations. 6. Dominate symbols and stories, how it worked. People obey myths more than raw logic. Example: the Roman emperors called themselves gods, stamping their faces on coins and monuments. The Nazi regime mastered propaganda, using flags, slogans, and rallies to embed its ideology in the culture. 7. Punish publicly, reward privately, how it worked. Harsh public lessons deter defiance. Example: Vlad the Impaler Dracula executed enemies by impalement in full view, striking fear across Europe. Roman generals often rewarded loyal soldiers privately to avoid jealousy, but punished traitors in front of the entire legion. 8. Always attack the strongest first, how it worked. Striking the top dog frightens everyone else. Example: Alexander the Great crushed Persia's most powerful satraps, regional rulers, first to shock the empire into submission. In organized crime, taking out the strongest rival boss early establishes dominance in the underworld. 9. Turn allies into pawns, how it worked. Loyalty doesn't mean safety. Allies are expendable. Example: Adolf Hitler purged his own early supporters, the SA and the Knight of the Long Knives, to appease the army and strengthen his control. Ancient rulers often married off loyal allies to hostile dynasties, using them as bargaining chips. 10. Become the fear and the hope, how it worked. Make yourself the only solution to the problems you create. Example: Mao Zedong led campaigns that caused massive chaos, e.g., Cultural Revolution, then positioned himself as the savior who could restore order. Medieval rulers often claimed divine right of kings, presenting themselves as God's chosen. Rebellion meant risking both hell and death. If this lesson spoke to you, like and comment, the dark side is necessary, and subscribe for more lessons in power.